Hey everybody, this is Homestead Patriot. I'm going to be making a waterproofing agent today for my two shelter halves that I'm going to be waterproofing. This is a good waterproofer for most materials, as long as it doesn't burn easily, like tent fabric. This is not good for tent fabric, but cotton, canvas, wool, well maybe not wool, I don't know about wool, but backpack material like vinyl and stuff, this will work well for. And what the recipe calls for is 2 parts beeswax to 1 part turpentine and 1 part boiled linseed oil. Alright, to make 1 part or 1 dose of this, or whatever you want to call it, you use 1 pound, but I want to make quite a bit to have for a while. And basically, if you were using just 1 pound of beeswax, and I got these at Michael's, you'd use 1 cup of boiled turpentine and 1 cup of boiled linseed oil, because 2 cups in a pint's a pound the world around, as old Alton Brown likes to say. So what I'll be using is 2 cups of turpentine, 2 cups of boiled linseed oil, 2 pounds of beeswax, and a green bean can, one of the large serving ones that you find. And okay, yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so what I did here between shots is I took my trusty dusty little roofing hatchet that I keep with me, and I chopped this into smaller, more manageable bits. This dirt's from the ground. I got little bits of charcoal on the ground from grilling, because I'm grilling some chicken right over there. And basically what this does is it's going to make it a little bit more expedient to melt the wax instead of one of those huge bricks. Okay, I'll bring you back once the wax is melted. And I know I said I'd bring you back, but once it's melted, but it's not melted yet, but it's coming along nicely, as you can see. Just kind of keep stirring this and keep the flame low enough that you don't burn the wax. Just kind of make sure as much of this wax is touching the melted portion as possible to expedite the melting process here. At this point they're kind of melting together. And after about a couple more minutes it should be all nice and melty. And I will indeed bring you back then. Alright, now we got our wax all nice and melty. What we're going to do is add this next ingredient. This is the turpentine. Nice and slow, because turpentine is flammable. The boiled linseed oil, I believe, is flammable, and once this mix starts to go, this whole thing will be flammable. So you're going to be very, very careful not to get it in the fire. And I'm just going to add it a little bit of time. Nice and easy. Stir it up. A little bit more here. Can't really see what I'm doing here. Let me back out of the frame, or zoom you out a little bit. I'm pouring down the stick here. This way, if any sticks to the side of this thing, it'll go down the side of the measuring cup and it'll follow the stick. Nice and safe here. Alright, let's do a little bit of stirring. Alright, and the rest here. Alright. Now, like I said, you got to be very careful with this, because now this is pretty damn flammable. So you want the fire to get to the top of this. And we'll stir it up. I'm going to head back over to my workbench and I'm going to pour the boiled linseed oil. Okay, now I got my 2 cups of boiled linseed oil here. Nice pretty color. Smells kind of nutty. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing we did with the turpentine. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Stuff pours a little thicker, so I don't have to worry about it running down the side of the measuring cup. Add this in here, just like that. The sun's in the background giving side commentary in case you hear him. You see it's become like a nice dark whatever color. I wouldn't know, I'm colorblind. Maybe brown? I don't know, you tell me in the comments. I'm sure you will. Just let this stir for a while, about 10 minutes. And at the end of that point, I'll bring you back. Alright, now we let this thing boil for about 10 minutes, stirring consistently or constantly or whatever. So what we're going to do now is we're going to allow this to rest overnight under cover so no water gets in here. And basically it's going to turn probably, from what I've seen, into the consistency of a kind of like lard when it gets cold, or tallow. And once that happens, I'll take you with me as I waterproof my shelter hats. I hope you appreciate this video. Like and comment. This has been making waterproofing and waterproofing your shelter part 1. You guys have a great day.